Hello and welcome back to Battlefront News. Today I'm going to go over and summarise all of the news on DICE's Battlefront from 2013. Also, before we get underway, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and supporting me with your help and encouragement throughout 2013. It's been a great year and hopefully we'll have many more to come. Now, I'm not going to be going as in-depth into these pieces of news as I would have done in dedicated videos. However, all of the news I'm going to talk about I have gone over in previous videos, so there will be links in the description to a more in-depth analysis of the news. So let's get straight into it. Firstly, on June the 10th, 2013, at the Electronics Art Conference during E3 called The Download, EA revealed the next title in the Battlefront series, simply called Star Wars Battlefront. This was major news for me as a gamer. Battlefront constitutes a huge portion of my childhood. This news also prompted me to make this channel and follow news on the upcoming title. Immediately after this, there were a few Twitter posts from Star Wars, confirming that Star Wars Battlefront is in development, and also using the hashtag NextGenStarWars, which confirmed that Battlefront will be coming to the next-gen consoles. Also mentioned in that tweet was Lucasfilm, where the Star Wars Twitter account stated that Lucasfilm would be involved in the development of Battlefront, so hopefully this means that we will see some content from the new films make it into the new game. A couple of days after that, EA announced that they were dropping the online pass system in preference for content transactions such as DLC, stating that they understood the anger surrounding the online passes as one of the reasons they were dropping the system. This confirmed that Battlefront will not have an online pass system, and as such would not require a new purchase of the game to play online. On the 14th of June, it was confirmed that the new Battlefront was indeed a reboot and not the Battlefront 3 that we'd all been hoping for that had been cancelled 5 years ago. Although this disappointed most, I do agree with EA's decision on this, as I would prefer that they made an entirely new game rather than trying to conform to 3 Radical's ideas and designs. Moving on, the release platforms were announced in a Eurogamer article, which was retweeted by Johan Andersson, the technical director of the Frostbite engine. Battlefront will be releasing for PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Again, this disappointed many fans who wanted to be able to play Battlefront on their current gen systems such as the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Although I don't want to go out and get a next gen console, I do think that developing a competitive title in 2015 that runs on hardware that will be 10 years old would be a very difficult task. So I agree with EA's decision to bring this to next gen and PC only. Later in July, third person was confirmed for Battlefront during an EA investors and shareholders conference call, where it was confirmed that Battlefront would feature a third person component and also that Battlefront was well into development. Great news for Battlefront, as third person was a much loved part of the original Battlefront series. Also revealed in the investors and shareholders conference call is that Battlefront is due to be finished sometime around 2015. Not a definitive release date, but at least now we have a time schedule. Shortly after that, Disney began acquiring website URLs for something called Attack Squadrons, which actually turned out to be a new free-to-play dogfighting game set in the Star Wars universe, which is set for beta release sometime in early 2014. There then came a few months where we didn't have much news until the release date of Episode 7 of the Star Wars saga was announced on November 7th. The release date is the 18th of December. This led to much speculation that the release date of Battlefront would be better timed to coincide with the release of the film. Although a lot of people do not want to wait longer for the game, I hope that they do choose to release Battlefront with the film. It offers a larger audience for the game, whilst also allowing more time to polish the game and add more features. Finally, our last and more recent piece of news is that Battlefront is currently on hold at DICE, whilst all teams at DICE are fixing Battlefield 4 bugs, and further optimising the game. This was almost a month ago now, so I doubt they're still using all teams, so I'm sure there's nothing to worry about in terms of Battlefront's development schedule. So that was all of the major news about Battlefront in 2013. So to summarise it all, we know that Battlefront will have a third-person component, Lucasfilm are involved in its development, it will not feature an online pass system, it is a reboot of the Battlefront series and not a sequel to Battlefront 2, and it's scheduled for release sometime in 2015 on the PS4, Xbox One and PC, whether that be summer or winter. Hopefully winter, so it can coincide with the release of Episode 7 of the Star Wars saga. Just a quick mention now guys, the giveaway is coming to an end within the next few days, so if you haven't entered the giveaway then make sure you do so, a link is in the description and on screen now. That's all for this recap today. If you have any friends who need a recap on Battlefront for 2013, then I would greatly appreciate it if you could share the video with them. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next update.